I think we go like 10 to 1 and then we'll break for lunch for now. Yeah, since you had some open spots, you're supposed to have tennis lessons in the morning at 9. Let's see if we can. Yeah. All right, Rob. We're back up, I guess what you really right as you were trying to set it up.
How about a different then?
Okay.
Repeat the question.
Yeah, we lost connection there, of course, when it's most important. But it's back up, and we lost connection right when he was setting up a trick shot. So what we're going to do is repeat the question, and he's going to do it again. That was, what is your favorite trick shot to perform? And please demonstrate.
Okay, favorite trick shot to perform. I showed it before, right? When we lost the connection and I was setting it up. So actually, I mean, my preferences on trick shots changes from time to time. Sometimes I like this more, sometimes I like that more. But right now, in the shows, I like this one pretty much. So when I'm asking what should happen over here with those 3 balls, people usually say, oh, 1 ball maybe this pocket or that pocket, 2 ball over there, 3 ball over there. But it's never true. So actually, I try to make all 3 balls in that pocket over there. So I make 1 shot, I make a bang, I make a combination, and a carry. And it's also an official shot out of the artistic pool competitions. I have a big book of 300 and more balls in trick shots. Okay, and sometimes you can place the ball over there. You can at least position on that, sometimes you're going to make it. Okay, so maybe next. Of course, there are more favorite trick shots, but I did a show before, so I cannot show every. Next.
Okay, we actually had a question come online that was asked here, but we've already lost connection. So Ken wants to know, is there a specific type of cue stick that you like to use? And the question here pertains to design it specifically for you.
Yeah, this one is designed, and it's the after cue. I don't know if they are familiar with after cue. It's a cue maker in Germany, very famous. He won the Cue Collector Show Award in 2008, which is pretty the highest accomplishment they can get, as far as I know. And he gave me this cue just a couple of weeks ago. I play after cue since 1999. And this one has a quick release joint, which he normally is not doing. He was doing it only because of my personal wish, because I have also so when I'm playing, right, I'm shooting, and then I have to go and change normally for a break cue to make the next break on 9 ball or 10 ball, right? And I just change shafts, which goes fast because of the release joint, and I don't have to use those big cowboy bags anymore, only a little case for 1 cue. And of course I have a jump opportunity as well. It works pretty good. So this is a pretty new invention. convention. And yeah, I guess the answer is, the question is answered, isn't it?
Yeah, the next question of mine is, can you describe your typical day? I'm sure is how it pertains to your practice team, etc.
Okay. When I'm at home, which is not always typically the case, only 200 out of 365 days a year. I like to sleep a little longer. That's why I turned pool pro, like 9 o'clock maybe. Then after breakfast and taking some shower, I will going to practice first. So normally I go to the pool hall and play a noon session, like between 10, 11, 12, or 1 o'clock. After that, take a little break, and then I go to the gym. I have to make a workout every day because, you know, especially when you get older, as a pool player, you have to do this. You have to always use your backside muscles, like 300, 400, 500 times a day. So you have to strengthen your backside muscles. And if you do those, then you do the other ones a little bit as well. And so this keeps you healthy and be able to play longer, even if you are getting older, without problems in your back. And so that's why I do the workout. And also, of course, I do the running belt. So I do like a 2-hour workout in the gym, on the machines and on the running belt, because it helps you if you're running or going for bicycle or swimming, then it helps you to keep your concentration long. Yeah, so that's the reason why I'm doing this. And after that, I go home and do some office work, emails, some training preparation for when I have to do some classes or things like that. And then the evening is 2 choices. Either way, I go practice again, a second session on myself, or I give lessons, one-on-one lessons or team lessons. That's it.
Question?
Just like to know, what are you going to do to mentally prepare yourself? To keep yourself ready every day.
I think I usually always do. Of course, I like to prepare myself with the gym, my daily practice. I try to make more days where I have 2 practice times in a day. Like when you play big tournaments, then you have to play sometimes a match in the morning, sometimes in the evening, sometimes even 3 matches a day. Especially when the field is getting closer, and sometimes you have to play sometimes 4 high-class matches in one day. It costs a lot of these matches. And to prepare for that is good when you practice not only maybe 5 or 6 hours at a stretch. You can also practice like 2 hours, having a break, another 2 hours, and another 2 hours. So it's I try to prepare for bigger tournaments in that manner that I'm gonna have a single preparation or a single training in the morning and another one in the evening.
In case the online listeners didn't hear the question Bill asked was, what will you do specifically to train for this upcoming tournament, the U.S. Open, which is next week? Which kind of ties in with one of the online questions that asks, how many big tournaments do you participate in each year? And how much do you travel for these tournaments?
There are not so many tournaments anymore. Like nowadays, for example, if you go for other pros like Thorsten or Ron Zucchero, they play probably like 20, 30 tournaments a year. I do maybe only 10. Like 5 big ones in the States, 2 in Asia, and sometimes I do little or medium tournaments around this. If I have a big tournament like the US Open next week, and there's another tournament, also pretty big in New Orleans, Louisiana, then I play this as well, because it's around. So basically, I have only 7 big spots a year for me, and sometimes I do tournaments around it. So that's maybe 10 tournaments or 12 tournaments a year. Because I'm not playing that many tournaments like Thorsten or other players, because I still have to give lessons. I do sometimes national teams or squads. I do trick shows a lot. So a lot of other topics I need to play, of course. So just no more than that. This is okay. Next question.
Where's been your favorite place to travel to?
To be honest, it's really the States. I love the States. I love the way they play here. I love the way they treat the game and how they like. I mean, it's without saying. In Germany, sometimes, if you have a tournament, it's hard to find people to watch. Only the players who are out of the tournament sometimes stay there and watch, and they don't. And there's nobody paying entry just to watch. In US Open, you have a lot of people paying entry and giving support to the players and showing that what they are doing there, and giving them a lot of respect, and that's what I like, and all the positive feedback you get here in the States. That's amazing. I like it.
I just wanted to inquire a little bit further into the question that Bill asked. You answered it plainly, as in how it would apply to you, but do you feel like the break in practice is necessary for anybody, or just necessary for you to forward your progression of getting better as a player? Do you feel the break is necessary for everyone, or is that just something that you choose as your preference?
You want to repeat the question?
Yeah, the question being asked pertains back to practicing and prepping, and that is the question is taking a break between training sessions. How necessary do you feel that is, not just for yourself, but for other players in general? That summarizes it?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't call it necessary. I would call it helpful. So if you have the possibility to do it, yeah, do it. If you don't, it's not absolutely necessary. You can also try to put a lot of hours on the stretch if there's no other choice. It worked before with other players as well. But it's helpful, of course, to have some breaks in between. I like this. We can have more questions. Okay.
Okay.
I'll change now. Yeah?
When you practice, are you always doing drills, or when you try to get ready for a tournament, do you also have other high-caliber players come in to play against as part of a practice? So is it just do drills for practice, or just for ball practice?
Mm-hmm.
The question Dennis is asking is, when Ralph's practicing, is he specifically just doing drills and patterns that he's working on by himself, or are there other people coming in that he's playing against to work his skills against?
That's a pretty good question. I used to do a lot of drills because I had weaknesses. Normally every player has some weaknesses. Technical way, maybe a small position area, a big position area, the pottings, speed feeding, whatever. So you can have some specific drills which covers your weaknesses. And then you have to do those drills. You're interested by yourself to do those drills. And in my earlier years, I also do it a lot, really a lot. And later those pad systems came out of that. And I do it normally like in the noon session when I train in the morning, like 10 to 1, I do only drills, and in the evening I was playing people. And nowadays I play, I don't do so many drills anymore because it sounds a little arrogant, but I cannot find a specific main weakness. So I just try to keep the enjoyment of the game alive. So I play a lot of games I like, and I don't necessarily do it with other good players. Sometimes I have a quote from Jimmy Reed, which is from Florida. He one time said to me, the only thing you can learn from better players is how to lose. Interesting quote. So it's advisable to play against some better players time to time, but not too often. Take it as a challenge, maybe one time a week or so. But not too often, not every day, unless you are very close to it. But if we have a certain distance to his speed, you can watch a lot, but not to play too many times. Yeah, I guess, what's his answer? Okay.
All right, well, we have a fun question from the web. They want to know, are you superstitious during any tournaments? Like, do you have to use a specific cube or a cube of chalk?
I'm not super superstitious. A little bit, maybe. But this, no. No, I would say, no, I'm not superstitious. Because even if I had some years the preference to have a towel with me, or this, a specific towel, or a specific this, if it's missing, it doesn't affect me in any way. Because I just have to think now, okay, it's not here, I can change it, so it's good. So I was superstition.
You're saying that just for opponents will use it against you?
Pardon me? Okay.
Ralph, we have somebody out there that wants to know maybe if you have easy tricks you could teach amateurs to do at home.
Yes, I can.
Maybe you can show them.
Yes. Easy trick shot. Okay. I showed it in the little show I did before. It's a legal shot. So just take, I learned this trick from Nick Warner. I guess he's not the inventor of it. It's a very old trick shot. But everybody can learn. So you use those balls. Okay. You need only 2 stripes and the egg. You put them like this. Doesn't matter exactly. Okay. The nearest diamond. You froze them. Okay. Now you're going to need only the stripes. Only use right side spin on it. But you don't shoot it. You, how do you say it in English? You push it. But it's easy to say push it if a beginner don't know the difference between a stroke and a push, right? So the actual guidance you have to give is don't go back with your stroke. Don't move your cue back. Okay? So what I do is, you need a little chalk, of course. The keyboard is in a straight line like the box. You aim on right side spin a lot, like 2 tube sizes. Okay. When I do swings, I do it only to give some irritation to the crowd. Okay. But the most important thing is to learn when you are in front of the cue ball, don't swing the cue back. If you do that, it won't work. Don't swing it back. You go only through. Okay? And then it works.
Can you show that one more time on this end?
Yeah.
On this end of the table?
Yeah, sure. One more time on this. Let's check out if it works on the other table, other end of the table. With the same explanation?
Yep.
Okay. So you use those four balls, 2 strikes and 8. Replace them frozen. Doesn't matter exactly. And in shock, of course, the right side spin, your cue is straight. You are not going like this, okay? Or like this. You go absolutely parallel to this cushion. And this right side spin a lot, like two tip sizes. You can swing, but it's only for rotation. The most important thing is that when you are in front of the cue with your cue, in front of your cue, with your cue in front of the cue ball, right? Then you don't have to draw back your cues. Don't do that, and it won't work. You just have to go through. Oops. And then it certainly works. Might spin some swings, but then you hold it in front and go just through.
All right, the next question is an age-old question. What's your advice to someone who wants to start playing pool professionally?
Okay. You have to find contact with the winner circle. Who is a pro in your area? Who are the closest pros? If you want to be a pro, then go where the pros are. Play the tournaments the pros play. Try to get contact with the winner circle. Spend some time with them, what they are doing. And yeah, if you want to be a pro, you have to go where those are. Start like a pro. Start to practice like a pro. Everything a pro does, if you want to be a pro, you have to start exactly that. But it's a short answer. I mean, it can be more complex, but I hope this helps.
Okay, well, we're waiting for a question. Any other local questions here?
Local questions.
As you're going around to the different places play, are you approached by a lot of the hustlers trying to get you to play for money? Do you play those type of games? Or do you strictly play tournaments?
The question is a good one. Wants to know while he's out there in our great wide world, is he approached by hustlers that want to play for money, or does he strictly just play tournaments professionally?
Of course I get approached by them, but normally I say, oh, we can play, of course, for 1,000 or 3,000, but for sure. I mean, you can set up some cameras, and 8,000 for sure, and when I get 5,000, okay? This is the kind of hustling I would do. Of course, it won't happen too much, but nowadays I don't do it anymore. I did it when I was younger, between 1985 and 1994. I did. Very interesting experience. I like it, but I stopped it in 1995 when my first book came out. So after that, I have more to lose than just money. I don't want anybody run around with the cover of my book. I beat this guy. Right? So I have to lose more. It's like playing somebody for 100, but you have, when I lose 200, and he only 100. So I stopped it consequently, but it's not that I have anything against it. It's okay, but I don't do it anymore.
All right, and our final online question for today is in regards to the upcoming tournament next week, the U.S. Open. What do you look forward to the most for this upcoming tournament, other than winning?
to the atmosphere of the tournament, to meet all those players again, because it's a very big field. So if you normally play a 64-player field, this time you have a 256-player field, so you meet a lot of people you haven't met in the last year. The atmosphere I already mentioned, and I'm looking forward to spend the time together in one room with two crazy other players, Torsten and Hunter Lombardo. That's crazy, but I'm always looking forward to meet Mr. Eckert from the Q Parts company. They coming out in November with a new product, which is just a chocolate like this, pretty expensive one, purchase ones. And yeah, I like him a lot, and I'm looking forward to meet him. How about that?
All right, and we're going to take our final question from our group here in Jacksonville.
On that same question, any particular player in particular that you really are hoping to get a chance to play?
All right, the question.
Grudge match.
The question is there a professional player out there that Ralph is looking forward to playing against?
Not really. You know, I don't have like a favorite opponent. Whoever is coming, it's an interesting test, you know, like this. But of course, there are some players I never played in my career, and I wanna have it complete. So I never played Art Stricken first. I don't know. It's not always fun to play him, but it's always a big test because he's one of the greatest players in the world. And yeah, things like that. And I never played who else? I never played Mexico, I guess. So this might be interesting test.
Okay, thank you. That wraps up our first ever Billiard Factory Google Hangout chat. Appreciate everybody here participated and everybody online that's sending questions. And special thanks to Mr. Ralph Eckert for taking time to join us for the meeting we had tomorrow for anyone that wants to sign up. So let's give him a round of applause and just thanks for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.